Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to do like a full glam look. Don't know really what we're gonna do, but we're gonna just wing it. So I like to start with my eyeshadow so when I have fallout, it doesn't ruin my foundation. Also, I'm going to try a powder foundation today, so we will see how that goes. So the first thing I like to do is prime my eyelids. So I will use a concealer, and then I like to take a beauty blender and blend that all together. And I already did my eyebrows. So I'd like to go in with a setting powder now that I have some concealer on my eyes, and I'm going to try this Revolution Translucent Baking Powder. I've never tried it before, so we will give that a shot. So setting it into place so that it doesn't ruin the eyeshadow when I apply it. Okay, so now, like I said, I don't really have an idea of what I'm gonna do in mind, so we're just going to figure it out together. So I'm gonna take the Profusion Cosmetics Smoky Palette, and to start with my base, I'm going to use this one, Nutmeg, that one. So I'm gonna take a smaller brush, and I'm going to keep it at the top of my eye here. We will just blend this together. Blending is key to get like really, really pretty eyeshadow. And then you can build it up to its intensity. Okay, so now we will take Raven, and I'm gonna keep that closer to the top of my eyelid right here. And you don't want to load your product. I'm just lightly dipping it on the end of it and tapping the excess off. Woo! Let's try that again. So dipping it and then tapping the extra off. And then you want to slowly build this color up. You don't want to go into the eyeshadow with such a dark color. You want to be able to build it up. So we will blend this in. Okay, so now I'm going to take Sandstorm, and I'm going to blend out the top of it just to kind of make the black kind of mix in here so it doesn't look so intense. Kind of tones down the black just a little bit. I'm keeping it above where I added the black. Okay, so now I'm gonna take some of that black shade and add it again, just a little bit to this black I had already added to bring back the intensity. Then I'm gonna add some to the outer half of my eyelid. Okay, so now I'm gonna take some Sandstorm, and on the black that we just added right here, I'm going to blend it so it doesn't look so like a stark black line. So I'm just blending it together. But I'm not going all the way over the black. I wanna keep my black, I'm just blending out that line right there. Okay, now here comes my favorite part. So we're gonna do shimmers. I'm going to take some of my concealer, and I'm going to add it to the back of my hand. Now I'm going to take a flat brush, and I'm gonna create like a cut crease. I need a mirror, closer mirror. And to create a cut crease, you're gonna keep it close to this line right here that you have. And applying the concealer just allows the shimmer shade to pop much more than it would. And then I'm blending it a little bit into the black so that it fades. Okay, and then I like to be extra, so I'm gonna add some Urban Decay eye shadow primer, and I'm just gonna add that on top of the concealer that we added, just to make sure that these shimmer shades pop. And I feel like when you do a eyeshadow look like this, shimmers are everything. It definitely makes the look pop out more. Okay, and now for the shimmer shade. I'm kind of stuck between, I'm gonna switch things up and I'm gonna move over to my Urban Decay palette. A pretty shade called Copper. So I'm gonna use that for my shimmery shade. And I like to apply it with my finger. I feel like the payoff is there. It is gorgeous. I'm just blending it, keeping it on the cut crease that we made. Then I'm adding just a small amount to my brush so that I can fade it into the black. Okay, so now I want to do a winged liner for this. So what I like to do is take my liquid eyeliner, put it on the back of my hand. Then I'll take a skinny brush like this one and apply my winged liner. I feel like you get it a lot more precise when you use a brush like this. Okay, and so now this look definitely needs some false eyelashes. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the normal eyelashes that I normally apply, which is the ones by Kiss called Shy. I like more of that natural looking eyelash. And my store doesn't sell Duo anymore, so I got this off of Amazon. At least I don't think they sell it. I haven't seen it in so long. And Duo is my favorite glue. So, had to buy it off Amazon. Okay, so now I'm gonna add some mascara to my top lashes. I'm just using the CoverGirl Full Lash Bloom. And I'm sorry if you hear the dogs in the background. I guess they hear something outside. Okay, now that that's done, we're gonna take a break from the eyes for a second so we can move on to the foundation. So the biggest thing with powder foundation is you wanna make sure that you are moisturized so that it doesn't look cakey and dry. So I'm going to take the Neutrogena Hydro Boost and I'm going to add some to my skin. Again, making sure that it's nice and moisturized because you don't want that cakey kind of powdery look, and if you don't do it right, unfortunately, powder foundations look cakey and dry. They're not moisturized like a liquid foundation is. So you definitely want to make sure you are nice and moisturized. And then after that, of course, we can't forget to go in with our sunscreen. Sunscreen. It is so important to use sunscreen. You will thank me when you're older and you don't have all those sun dots or whatever. You know what? I really need to get a different sunscreen though, because this one leaves like a white cast. I want to try like a tinted sunscreen and see if that's more of my liking, but I don't like the white cast this gives me. And I recommend a sunscreen 50 or more. You definitely want as much coverage for your face as you can. Because if you're not covering up now, well then you're gonna have sunspots, you're gonna have more wrinkles. So please, sunscreen. So I will just mix this in. So now we can take the powder foundation. So the powder foundation comes with a little blending pad like this one. So I was thinking I will use the pad on this half of my face And then I will use a compact brush on the other side. I've never done that before, but we will see which one's better. So I'm just going to tap this on there. I'm not smearing it, I'm just tapping it. And actually this one looks pretty dark for my skin. I am not the best shade matcher. It's hard when you're at the store and it looks a lot lighter than it really is, but I guess we gotta work with it because I have it. Just blend the neck in, nobody will know. It is giving good coverage, I would say medium coverage to my friends here. And I'm staying away from underneath my eyes because that's where I'm going to add my concealer. Okay, so now we're gonna try it with the brush. And this is the Farrah brush. I like it for liquid foundation, so we'll see how it does with powder foundation. So far, I don't think it's doing a bad job. I know everybody was raving about this powder foundation, so that's why we got it, and I want to give it a try and see if I like it, give you my thoughts. Okay, here it is done. I don't know, I like it. I think it's pretty and it gives me good coverage. I mean, you can still see some of my acne scars through it, but it's nothing like if I wasn't wearing any foundation. So, I don't know. It's hard to tell what side I like better, but I almost like the brush side better. I don't know. Let me know down below. What do you like better? Okay, so now we're going to go in with our concealer. And I'm going to mix two shades because one of my concealers that I love is very light. So I'm just going to mix it on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to take a brush and I'm going to mix them together. And then I'm going to press it under my eye. And when you use concealer, make sure you go up with it. Don't go down, because if you go up with it, it gives you more of that lifted look. Okay, and now I'm going to take a damp beauty blender and just press it in. Now I'm going to take some of that translucent powder that we used earlier and put it under my eyes so that they don't crease. I really, really like this translucent powder. It's great. Okay, so now I'm going to go back into the eyeshadow palette and I'm going to put some underneath my eye. So I'm going to use that Nutmeg shade, tapping off the excess and then adding it to the bottom down here. Okay, and then I'm gonna add just a little bit of black shade, like right here. I'm not going all the way to the middle. I'm staying way over here. And I'm dipping it lightly, tapping off the excess. Okay, like that. And now I'm gonna go and I'm going to add a little bit of mascara underneath the eyes. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with some powder bronzer. I'm gonna use this one called Moods. I don't really know who it's by. I believe I got it in an Ipsy bag, but it doesn't have a name who it's by. Maybe Moods is the person who makes it. I don't know. But it gives you such a beautiful color. I love it. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with some highlighter, and I'm gonna add this highlighter by Pure Minerals, and I'm gonna add it to my cheeks, my brow bone, and then also in the corner of my eye right here to brighten it up a bit. It gives you that very subtle but beautiful kind of glow. Add some up here. Okay, now for the lipstick. You know what? I've really been enjoying making my own lipstick using a eyeshadow. So that's what I'm gonna do today to try and match the eyeshadow with my lipstick anyway. That's a good trick. So I think I'm going to take nutmeg, and you just take the back of a brush and you are going to make a powder out of it. I'll show you in a second. Then you want to take an all natural lip balm and you're going to add it to the powder. So see, this is what I did. I put some of that lip balm here and the powder right here. Then I take an old lip gloss kind of end, and then I'm going to mix them together. And this is how you make your own lipstick, and it can match your eyeshadow. So that's wonderful. Then you just apply it to your lips. Okay, and there you have it. This is the finished look. Really though, if you have not tried to make your own lip gloss, please give it a try because it is gorgeous. Something you'd buy at the store. I hope you guys enjoyed today's tutorial. If you do, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, please. I mean, new videos here every single week, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.